All right, guys, today's class is going to be a little bit different because we are going to do this entire class on blocks. So if you don't have blocks, make sure you grab them before we get started in this sequence. For those of you that do a lot of yoga, this is going to be really eye-opening for you and enlightening so you can see your body move on blocks. And for those of you that don't do much yoga, you're going to see how much they can assist you. So I have these awesome cork blocks from Aloha that I'm excited to use today. So I'll link them below if you decide you want to grab a pair after. Let's go ahead and start. All right, guys, one of your blocks is going to start right here at the top of your mat, and your other block is going to be placed right between your inner thighs to start. Excuse me. So I want you to squeeze your block nice and tight and then really feel the inner thighs engage, okay? So if you didn't see where I put the block, it's right above the knees, right below the groin. So you're going to squeeze your block in, root through your feet, and just start to activate your legs in a different way. So this feels really nice if you're tight in your quads. It also shows you your alignment. So it's a nice place to start our practice. So I want you to feel your belly lift up, and I want you to feel your heart open forward. And then roll your shoulders down your back. As you hug the block in, you should feel the engagement of your butt and of your legs. Now your job is to turn on your stomach. From here, I want you to inhale, reach for the sky, firm your legs even more. So you should feel that block like it's gonna lift up, even though it's not moving. And then exhale with soft knees, fold forward. Place your other hands on the block and fold. Lift halfway on your inhale. And then fold forward on your exhale, just gripping onto this bottom block. Inhale, squeeze the block, reach all the way up into the sky, lift your heart. Exhale again, bow forward. Hands to your bottom block, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, take your hands to your legs now, wrap them around your legs, pull your chest into your thighs, lengthen your tailbone up. Stay here, hugging this block in. Your legs should be getting a little bit tired. And then on your next breath, inhale, come all the way up one more time, reach, and then release the block. So go ahead and just separate the knees, and then lower both blocks to the highest height. Place your hands on the blocks, lift halfway, and gaze forward. Good, exhale, fold forward. From the highest point, inhale high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, drop your heels. Inhale, straight arms, straight legs, high to the balls of the feet. Shift forward. Exhale, drop your heels. One more time, inhale, shift and lift, shift and lift. Exhale, drop your heels. Turn the blocks to the lowest height, place your hands flat on them, and then step back to your first high plank pose, top of a push-up. Send your heart forward on your breath in. I'm going to widen my blocks to the edges of my mat. And then on your breath out, chaturanga. Lower all the way down, untuck your toes, stay here, or use the blocks for your back bend. Exhale, lower down. Again, reposition yourself so you feel comfortable, and then inhale, lift up. If you're coming to up dog, you should kind of notice that you have a swinging motion if you want because of the space of the blocks. And then we'll come to our first down dog on the blocks. Spread your fingers wide on the blocks. So you don't want to have these little spoon hands. Spread them nice and wide. And then press your chest back. So this should give you a lot of room in your down dog. Inhale, slowly lift the right leg high. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Notice all the space you have below your belly, and then watch. Step your foot through. Keep your left hand on the block if you want. Maybe turn it to the second height. And then inhale, raise your arm high for your twist. We're going to stay in this twist, but we're going to straighten out our front leg and create more room as we open the heart. Again, maybe turn the block to the highest height if needed. Exhale, bend the knee, place the palm flat, rotate your block back to the lowest height. Inhale, send your heart forward. Exhale, straighten both legs at the same time, fold over the shin. I want you to slide this right foot back. Inhale, lift your left leg to the height of your hip. Use your blocks to set up and then pull your chest forward. So think of a capital T. And then hold this pose and notice if you can start to really square off the hips and hug the inner thighs together. On your breath out, you're gonna step your feet a couple inches apart, slide your block back between your legs. Inhale, chair pose, reach up. Chair pose with a twist with your block is challenging but fun. So hands at heart center. And now twist to your right. So cross your tricep, pull through. Rotate the chest as much as you can and notice this space in your spine. Sit a little bit lower. Good, your hips should be in perfect alignment because they're squeezing the block. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale, fold forward with the block between your legs. Inhale, we're gonna come all the way to stand. Reach high, squeeze your block. Exhale, fold forward. Take your block back to the mat. Place your hands on the blocks at the highest height. Inhale, high to the balls of the feet. Shift your shoulder bones forward. Exhale, weight in the heels, bend the elbows. Again, inhale, high to the balls of the feet. Shift forward. Exhale, weight into your heels. One more time, inhale, up, 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 shift forward, and then exhale, lower down. From there, shift the blocks to the lowest height and step back to your first high plank. Again, my blocks are on the very edge of my cork mat, so go ahead and place yours there so you have that nice wide place for the palms, and then step into your plank. Keep yourself lifted. For those of you that practice a lot, this is going to feel very different in Chaturanga. For those of you that don't practice as often, really use this to help you build your pose. Start to lower. And then inhale, I'm going to come right into my back bend. Again, you can lower your hips to the ground if you need. Otherwise, stay here. Pull your heart forward. And then exhale, pull it back. Finding down dog on these blocks, spreading your fingers nice and wide, relaxing your head. Inhale, raise your left heel way up into the air, reach it high. Exhale, knee to chest, knee to chest, knee to chest. Watch all this room. Step through. From there, we're gonna keep our hand on our block on the right. You can turn it to the second height and then raise your left arm up and open the chest. Inhale, stay here, but straighten out this left leg and then pull the chest open a little bit more. You should feel this in the outside of your hip. Exhale, frame your foot as you bend the knee. Bring the block back to the lowest height, and then we're inhale to look forward. Exhale, both legs straight and fold. Working into your hamstring here for 3, 2, and then bend your knee nice and deep. Step to the top of the mat. Take your block, place it between your inner thighs. Sit down for chair pose. Squeeze your legs nice and tight. And again, this is gonna make your legs stay nice and firm and in alignment. Exhale your hands to your heart, and then you're gonna twist to your left. Cross and rotate. So really squeeze the block. If the block drops, it means you're not squeezing it. So squeeze to twist. Lower the hips a little bit more and maybe even use the other block, hand on it as you stretch open. Inhale, come back to center. And then exhale to fold forward, hands to the block that's on the mat. Inhale, squeeze the block between the legs, reach up nice and high. Exhale, bow forward. Remove the block, place them in front of you. Place one block in the center of your mat long ways, and the other block is gonna be out to the side if you need it to help. Take your right foot on top of the block, and then step back into a lunge. So make sure your foot is nice and flat, and then when you're ready, leg is gonna start to shake. Go ahead and come up into crescent. So this is gonna form more muscles in the hamstring to start to work than if your foot were on the ground because it's this uneven surface and it's elevated. So inhale, take a big breath in, and then exhale, bring your hands to this bottom block. We're gonna reach it forward and then lift up. Fold in here nice and deep. Lift this top leg higher. Good. So we took that standing split, kind of warrior three balance on the first side. So we're taking it on this side, but you're noticing that this time it's a little bit harder on the block. Take a breath in, and now keep your right foot on the block, but step your left foot next to it and try to find chair pose this way. Much harder. Inhale, lift, and then see if you can hover this left foot in line with your right. Hold it. 3. Legs should quiver. 2. Exhale back to that standing split with your hands on your bottom block. Big breath in. Exhale, step back to warrior 2. Take this block with you. Inhale your arms high. Hold the block in both hands, fingertips up. Straighten your right leg. And then bend your right knee forward. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach up with the block. Slide your back hand down. Use this block to kind of pull you back. Exhale, release this block down. Right hand on, left hand next to you. Step back. Move your left hand onto the block. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up. Exhale, pull it back. Left foot in between the hands. Let's bring your blocks forward to that T shape and hold. Pull your chest forward, lift this back leg. So this is going to teach you how to use your legs and glutes together so that this leg isn't falling or way up in the air. Find alignment. Exhale to the top of the mat and just fold forward here. Breath out. You can even take your blocks next to your pinky toes if you're really open and try to push your hands flat into your blocks from there, including your wrists. Try to press straight down. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bring one block to the center, one block out in front of you. When you're ready, left foot on the block. Step back into your lunge. And when you're ready, inhale, rise. So this is hard. So if you notice the challenge, then you are correct. It is tough. And you should feel this space working in your legs. So lift and lengthen the heart. Good. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. I want you to inhale, bring your hands to this front block. Exhale, pop up. And then down into that standing split. Lift up with your back leg. Feel all those tiny muscles working to stabilize you on the block. So you should notice that in your ankle and in the bottom of your foot. Breathe in nice and deep. Exhale, step back. Bring this block with you. Open your hips. Warrior 2. Take your arms up and then try to hold the block, fingertips straight up into the air. Good. Really sink into your front knee. And again, you should feel this work in your leg. Take your back hand down your leg, reach straight up with the block. It should pull you back. There's some weight. Exhale, reach forward. Lower the block. Place your left hand on it. Step back. Right hand back onto the block. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. We're going to walk our toes forward. We're going to find that chair pose again on the block. So I'm just showing you different ways to enter through the sequence. So you're going to step your left foot on the block, keep the other block in front of you, and then sink down. Reach up. So your legs should really feel this. Breathe here for 3. Sit lower, 2. Now we're going to hover this right leg. Lift, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back down. Good. Come back to that standing split. Inhale, reach it really, really, really high. And then we're just going to slowly start to lower our foot down, keeping the block in our right hand, root down through the palm. Take the left hand to the left hip and then open up into half moon. If you want, inhale, raise your left arm up. Exhale, bring your left foot back to the block. Hover your right foot off the ground. Effort here, lots of strength. Hold 3, 2, exhale the foot down. Take the block into the left hand. Bring the right block back. And then open up into half moon. Peel the chest high. 3, 2, step onto the block. You should feel yourself getting warm. Come back into that chair pose. Hover the left foot. 3, 2, exhale, feet flat, hands on your blocks, and bow down. Good, full breath in. Full breath out as you fold. Inhale to lift halfway. You're gonna find alignment by bringing the right foot to the center of the mat. Raise the left heel up. Take the left hand forward and then inhale from here. Raise your right arm up. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana, twisted half moon. Lift your back heel higher and then roll your chest open. Good, feel the effort sustained on this block. 3, lift up. 2, exhale, 1, hands down, fold in more, lift. Find hip height and release. So you should really feel that in the outside of your booty. Wiggle the left foot to center, inhale, raise the right leg. Root the right palm down into the earth a lot, press, and then twist from the shoulder and reach up. Again, try to keep this left leg grounded, this right foot straight back and lengthen from the chest. 3, 2, exhale your hands to the block and your feet flat. Nice work, guys. Fold forward here. We're gonna simply place one block between our legs and we're gonna place our other block in front of us and step into downward facing dog. So tiptoe, 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 squeezing the block. So this is hopefully going to teach us how to engage our legs and keep them together when we hop forward. So if you lose the block, it means you're not squeezing it. So I want you to work on really hugging in with the block. Press your chest back to your thighs, lift your tailbone. Look forward on your next breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Try to hop your heels to your booty. Up, hop, and down. So what we're trying to do is bring our shoulder bones forward and our tailbone up. So hugging the block in here can really help you do that. Look forward, bend your knees, and hop. And then down. And some of you may or may not get hang time, and that's normal. Let's do one more time together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, squeeze the block a lot. Pop up. And then again, you can maybe straighten one day. Bring it back. Down dog. Release this block. We're gonna put it back in between our calf muscles and our hamstrings. And you're gonna feel that pressure of the block, which might feel like a lot right now, but that's okay. And see if you can sit back on it. So both calves, hamstrings, kind of like a little foam roller. And then rest in child's pose. This feels really good in my heels and into my ankles, so noticing that feeling. And then when you're ready, inhale, come forward off that block. Exhale, we're gonna lay in our stomachs here. We're gonna take our block one to the side, our other block forward, our hands are squeezing together. Take your forehead, place it down. Untuck your toes if you can. All we're gonna do is raise our arms and the block. Inhale up, exhale down. So you should feel all of that in your back. Keep pressing through your pelvis. When you're ready, inhale up, exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. It should make all these crazy muscles work. Inhale up, exhale down. From there, we're going to try to lift our chest as well. So when you're ready, inhale up, exhale down. 2 more, inhale up, exhale down. 1 more, inhale up, lift, 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 exhale down and rest. Bend your knees side to side. Good work. From here, you're going to bring the block towards you, press into your hands. We're going to bring the block back between our knees. We're going to press our pelvis forward so that we align our hips with our kneecaps. You're going to inhale your arms to the sky, tuck your toes. Exhale your hands to your lumbar spine, press your chest forward, and then fire your legs by squeezing the block. So I don't want you back here, I want you to stay forward. Lift, 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 squeeze your bum a lot, open the heart, drop your head. Camel pose, Ustrasana. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then slowly sink back to your tailbone on your breath out. And you might say, whoa, that's where I'm stopping. This pose isn't for me. Or you're going to come with me. We're going to go a little bit deeper. So we're going to inhale, come up onto our knees. Curl your toes again. Inhale, raise both arms high to the sky. Exhale, take one arm first, back for your foot. Second arm back for your foot. And now take your pelvis and you're going to push it forward. And you're going to squeeze the block and back bend. 3, 2, head up first, one arm, and then the other. Exhale, sit back, rest your hands on your legs and just shut your eyes here. You're going to feel all these muscles in your back and all of their work, and just breathe out. From here, you're going to remove the block. And you're going to come to seated. You're going to bend your knees and plant your feet on the mat. And then as you lay onto your back, I want you to take the block and place it between your knees. You're going to inhale, raise your pelvis up to the sky, squeezing the block, making sure that your legs are firm. And then exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, squeeze the block, press the pelvis up to the sky, engage your inner thighs, and then slowly lower down. If you feel comfortable, I want you to inhale up. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, plant your hands by your ears. Now, if you have a back bending practice, join me. If not, stay here as we press, 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 still squeezing the block to come up. If you lose the block, then you've lost the engagement of your legs, so hug it in. 3, 2, press up, and then slowly chin tucks, back of the head, low back, and then release your block to the side for a moment. Let your knees touch and open your feet as your hands lay on your belly, and just breathe. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more, breathe in and breathe out. Rock up to seated. We're going to take one block between the knees and we're going to hold our other block. We're going to work our core by squeezing the legs in nice and tight. I'm going to inhale, legs out, arms overhead. Exhale, come up. Twist left, twist right. Center. Inhale, up and overhead. Exhale in. Twist right, twist left. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Twist, twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist, twist. Hold your boat. Maybe arms up, maybe legs up. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pull the block into your shins, squeeze, and sit up nice and tall here. Take the blocks next to you alongside of your hips, and then scoot your tailbone back a little bit for me. Legs are straight out in front of you. Lift your heart. Notice my blocks are not at my hips, they're slightly forward. You're gonna press into your blocks, lift your chest forward, and then maybe lift your butt. And then put it down. If that's too hard, maybe turn your blocks, or maybe just practice kind of lifting a leg instead, okay? If you can, we're gonna press into our blocks. So notice my shoulders, they're gonna come forward of my wrist. So I'm not back here. My blocks are closer to my knees than my tailbone. Press, use your belly, maybe pick up your feet. 3, hold it, 2, and then sit on 1. Good job, guys. So this is a great way to practice jumping through, which I'll show you in a different video. From here, take that block in between your legs. Take your other block to the highest height, right in between your shins. It's okay if the block doesn't actually touch your calf muscles. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, squeeze the center block, and then lower your head to the other block. Some of you may or may not touch the block, and that's okay, but just use it to rest. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, fill up. Exhale out. And then take your time from here and slowly, slowly, slowly lay down onto your back. You're gonna take one of your blocks and you're gonna place it underneath your lumbar spine at your low back. I would suggest the second height if you have room. And then just lay your hands next to you. Find your breath in and out. And now pull your right knee to your belly using your left hand. Stay here or grab your opposite foot with your opposite hand. And then let your knee drop forward, taking this stretch here for your groin, for your opposite inner thigh. So you should feel this down the front of your left quad. And then just switch sides. So when you're ready, hug the left knee in using the right hand, so it's opposite hand, opposite knee. Lift the other foot, grab on, lower the knee down, hug it in. 3, 2, and then 1. Release both knees into the chest. You should feel how your tailbone is tilted up with the block. Press your feet up to the sky. Roll your ankles around. Place your hands next to you. Just pause here for a second. And then exhale, slowly bend the knees in. Lower them to the mat. And then take your block, release it from your low back, and lay flat for a moment. Place your hands on your belly. On your breath out, sit up nice and slowly. We're gonna close seated on a block. So we're gonna sit up on one block so that our pelvis drops forward. Sit up tall, bring your hands to your heart, and then just notice kind of how the block enhanced your practice, assisted you through different balances, and how you felt. I hope you have a very wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me on your blocks, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me below. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you.